What's up, guys? Welcome to my review of Kenshi, an RPG slash RTS slash survival slash city builder game. 3 weeks ago, I purchased this game off of Steam and I've already put about 80 hours into it. I have to admit, I have only scratched the surface of the massive world of Kenshi. But with that being said, I wanted to put this video out there full of my favorite random moments for anyone that's considering buying this game. This isn't going to be a beginner's guide. It's just my opinion and experience playing this game, and hopefully by the end of the video you can decide if this game is right for you. So what can a new player expect in the world of Kenshi? In this clip, I see a tower and decide to check it out, and to my surprise, it's packed with angry goats. It started attacking me right away. I ended up running away because I was not going to die to goats. So at first I thought Kenshi was a person, but it's actually the world the game is set in. The best way I can describe it is Kenshi was once a highly technological world that received a hard reset. You are placed in a post-apocalyptic world with very unforgiving environments. The world is vast, there is no one to guide you, no one to hold your hand. It's solely up to you to make something of yourself. Surviving the hundreds of things Kenshi throws at you can be a bit overwhelming, but if you push through, the rewards can be immense. The game begins by letting you choose different scenarios to play. Some start you off in harsher conditions. After you've chosen your scenario, you get to customize your character or characters. You get to decide the race, gender, appearance, and name. Don't stress too much about this part. Deciding on a character won't make or break you. Just make someone you want to root for. In this scenario, I started off as 2 escaped slaves. Unfortunately, you're still chained up and in the heart of the slave fields, so there won't be much escaping going on. Not on day 1 anyways. The game allows you to easily pause by hitting the spacebar and also speed up the time in the game. The start of Kenshi can be brutal. No one likes getting attacked with no chance of winning. But a positive thing to note is that everything in this game makes your character stronger. Getting beaten like this will level up my toughness, making my character resist future beatings a little better. Sadly, there is no positive from getting your head shaved, but have some hope. There's so much waiting for you if you manage to escape. Like packs of killer dogs. These are called Garu. You can have one as a pet. This one doesn't like me. Can't forget about the blood spiders. The desert is a dangerous place with these massive sand beetle roaches called skimmers. The night sky in the desert of Kenshi looks amazing. I'm a big fan of the graphics, by the way. Oh, and I've lost countless of characters to these big things. Definitely watch out for these. They are dangerous. That's just some of the wildlife Kenshi has to offer. If you manage to survive and make it to a city, well, then you've arrived at a safe haven. Here you'll be able to buy and sell supplies, feel safe with guards present, and have dialogues with some of the NPCs of the city. And I recommend talking to as many as you can. Some factions in Kenshi will let you use their practice dummies for training. Using these will level up certain skills, but you can only get so far practicing with dummies. The leveling up system in Kenshi is pretty straightforward. The more you train an attribute or skill, the better you become at it. There are 4 main attributes and 29 skills for each character. Leveling up can be a grind, but it's not a bad one since it can be filled with lots of action and adventure. I made sure I picked my battles wisely. I knew when to fight and when to run. At the start of the game, I believe I was the weakest character in the world of Kenshi. But as you progress, you'll move closer and closer to the top of the food chain. The combat is great in Kenshi, but it's not everything. You can be a miner and mine certain resources to make a living. You can also be a farmer and grow a variety of crops. Buy broken down houses in certain cities, fix them up, and make it your base of operations. You could make it into a warehouse to store all your goods. I decided to build beds and mines to heal my wounded troops, and some chests for storage. Nothing is given to you in the world of Kenshi. You have to earn it. The research bench can be obtained early, mid, or late game. It's entirely up to you. This feature opens up a whole new playstyle for the game. Lost technology is scattered all throughout the world, and if you want it, you have to go find it. If you want something more than just owning a house in a city, you can build a hideout, a watchtower, or if you're ready for it, your own city. As long as it's not too close to another one, with your own base, you'll practically be able to have all the things you find in other cities. You also might want to build defenses too, and have some well-trained troops in case you get some unwelcome guests. I made my own outpost with 6 members in my squad and only the basic technology researched. With more squad members and more research, I could make my outpost stronger and more aesthetically pleasing. This is a part of Kenshi that many players love, establishing your own claim of land in the world of Kenshi. I would consider base building late game, but the great thing about this game is you can do whatever, whenever you want. Personally, for me, I enjoy being a menace. Sneaking up behind stronger foes, knocking them out, kidnapping them. All this is possible due to the training I gave this character. I would have been the one imprisoned and sent to the slave fields if I didn't have the skills to pull this off. The list of reasons to fall in love with this game are long. It's got a little bit of everything for just about everyone. The game needs some polishing, but for the insane amount of content you get, a few bugs here and there were no big deal for me. Load times can be a bit long for some. The game is old, but having a decent PC will make this game much more enjoyable. Another thing that will improve your experience with this game is immersing yourself in the world of Kenshi. There is no storyline, no path to an end, or a goal to achieve. This can turn a lot of new players off. Although there is no storyline to follow, Kenshi is rich with stories. The interactions and character dialogues teach you so much about the world you live in. The different races or factions you encounter lets you know who likes you, hates you, or who will simply tolerate you. But you have to invest time in conversing with the NPCs. Now, I believe this would still be a great game if you decide to skip or avoid most conversations, but you'll get the most out of it if you immerse yourself in the story and if you have a little bit of an active imagination. It won't be too hard to find a purpose or set goals in the world of Kenshi after you spend some time learning about it. The NPC dialogues vary. Some have important information to share, others want to offer you a service, some can lead to fights. You'll also be able to recruit people to your squad. Some will join your cause for free, most for a price. You can start a scenario with just a single character, and not long after you can recruit your first squad member. You could also get enough recruits to assemble an army if you wanted. This new recruit joined because I shared the same distaste for slavers. He's hoping I will march us down to a slaver camp and fight the slavers and free all the slaves. I could do that, but now's not the time. I would need a stronger group to take this camp on. It's up to you to decide what path you want to take in Kenshi. This game can last 50 hours to some and thousands for others. I considered quitting this game 4 hours into it, but I pushed through the struggle and I'm so glad I did. The gaming community for Kenshi is also something to note. It's very much alive and very active despite how old this game is. The anticipation for Kenshi 2 is real. It's still in development and I'm fine with that because I'll be busy with Kenshi 1 for a good while. This game is mod friendly, however I plan on playing this game in its vanilla/original version until I feel I've experienced everything Kenshi has to offer, which could take lots and lots of time. Well, I lied. One mod I did install and am using is the black user interface mod, which only turns the tan colored user interface into a black and gray one. I feel that it's easier on the eyes and just looks better. There are tons of mods for this game though. I appreciate everyone who's made it this far into the video. A 10-minute Kenshi review can't really do the game justice, but I hope it was enough for you guys to get an idea of what you can expect from this game. I feel that it's important to support a game like Kenshi so other developers could learn a thing or two from it. It's refreshing, original, and a super rewarding game that makes you think. As I said, I've only scratched the surface of the world of Kenshi. I'm looking forward to playing more hours and seeing where my journey takes me. I'm eager to progress in my current game, but I also can't wait to start a new one. Once again, thank you so much for watching the video. Feel free to leave any comments, like, share, and subscribe if you'd like. I plan on making more content for this and other games.